It's June 25th, 2025. 6 days until the surgery. I'm really getting worried. I think I say that almost every time I record a video, but it is getting increasingly more worrisome. I keep telling myself it's a very good hospital. The doctors are very good at this procedure. One, basically one of the only ones that does it. And I'm actually in pretty good health, in general health, which I know is hard to believe, but it's true. Most of my weight issues being related to the lymphedema, not all of them, trust me, not all of them. So I should survive it fine. Still worried about the recovery. GoFundMe hasn't really gone very far. Um, I've received enough donations to cover the hotel room, fuel costs up there. Uh, we're probably going to have to take my dad's car, which is going to be very painful for me. I just currently don't fit in it. It'd be a lot easier after they get rid of several hundred pounds of flesh. But I just don't think I can afford to rent one. It's not looking good for stuff like the hospital bed. Um, Wound care nurse, stuff like that is probably have to do without that. Um, I'll probably have to limit any bandage changes. Um, I'm sure the hospital will send me home with some stuff. I think at first, though, I may actually have kind of a liquid bandage on anyway, so that will help. But that stuff kind of wears away real fast. I'm definitely worried about uh, dealing with the drains. I even sat down just before recording this video, decided to ask AI what I should do. I asked, uh, I'm having major surgery in 6 days. It's a very risky procedure, and I'm worried. I needed a list of what I should do before the surgery to get ready, and a list of what I should do just in case. Um, Response back was, Ken, I hear you. Facing a high-risk surgical procedure. Wait a minute. What the heck? Oh, try this again. Ken, I hear you. Facing a high risk surgery is incredibly heavy, and it's completely human to feel worried. Well, no shit. You're already shown so much strength getting to this point. Like, how did you know? And prepared for things takes a lot of courage. And basically says, I'm going to give you 2 lists. What you should do before the surgery. Follow all pre-op instructions. As much as I can, most of it's being done. I know which meds, one of my meds I stopped taking today. The other med I don't stop taking until I think Saturday. And a lot of the other stuff involves, include if I should fast. Yes, I do. Day before. And what I should do about any preparation for the surgery. And I have these wipes I have to use the night before the surgery and the morning of. Eat nourishing foods. That's really freaking hard right now. Because I have 0 appetite. I am on Wegovy to try to get rid of the other weight, to try to make it surgery safer. I couldn't take the Wegovy today. Normally I would take it today, but that's one I had to stop. But between that and the nervousness of all this, I can't eat. I'm pushing myself to eat. I'm just not interested in food at all. Even though I did actually eat. Move your body gently. If you're able, take short walks. Light stretches can help. Circulation, come recovery. I can hardly move my body at all. I'm trying to walk as much as I can, but part of the problem with all of this is the growth has got so large that it's very difficult for me to walk. And I'm very off balance. And being that it's really a fluid that is trapped in there, it's like, I don't know, swinging a pendulum. I mean, I just can easily get off balance, and I'm scared of falling because I can't get myself back up. I can't get the legs in position to stand up. So I'm scared to walk. But I'm trying to. Walking around the house at least. Stop smoking and limit the alcohol. Well, I don't smoke. I never have smoked. And I was really hoping to get loaded the night before. And yes, I'm joking, because I don't really drink. I may have a beer tonight, though. I have a few bottles of a beer that I really like. That's very hard to get around here. And I think I'm going to have one because, hell, I may not be drinking it after next week. I may not be around. Practice breathing. Don't we always do that? Ask questions. Well, it's a little too late for questions. Pack the hospital bag. This was one I was actually kind of most interested in because I'm not sure 100%. My ID and insurance cards. Okay, no problem. Phone charger. I actually got a nice new charger recently because my other one died. That will even has a plug on it. I can plug my laptop in. So hopefully the hospital will let me use that one. Line of support, people who can drive you. I'm hoping I got... Ripley, enough! I'm hoping I got that 100% covered. Write down your thoughts in a journal. Well, that's kind of why I do these videos. That's my journal. Now the just in case list. This isn't about giving up. It's about giving yourself and your loved ones clarity and comfort. Advanced directive live and will. Paperwork's sitting on the table in my room. I'm gonna have to figure out what to put in that, how to do that. Problem is, I also need to have 2 people who are non-family to witness it and sign it. I really don't have 2 people to do that. Durable power of attorney for health care. That's included in the advanced directive paperwork. Will or trust. That's kind of what I'm going to do tomorrow. I've already sketched out basically where everything goes. I don't really have all that much. Basically, you know, I have it written out mostly to go between 2 people. And what they don't want, then go off to others. But I wish there was a lot more for them. Especially Clara. She's lost so much in the last few years since her mom died. Letter to loved ones. Share your thoughts, gratitude, and instructions. I'm going to try to work on that too. I may do it as a video. I don't know. I really don't know. Some of it is memorial preferences. Funeral also is the next one. I'm sorry, that is the next one. Funeral and memorial. Cremate me, flush me, but I want a new plunger. List of important contacts. I got to work on that tomorrow too. I got to do 2 lists. A list of who my dad should call after the surgery and update him if everything went well. And a list of who he should call if it didn't go well. And while the list will be very similar, the order will be very different. Secure your documents. Most of that stuff is all in the safe in my room. And everyone knows how to get at that needs to get at it. And that's the end of that list. Part of me really thinks that this is a big mistake. I don't know why, because this has to be done. If I'm going to be there for someone in particular in the future, I have to do this. if I'm going to have any chance of a future, I have to do this. So it's a major step. And I know being scared comes with the process. God, I can't believe how many people have reached out to me and says, "Oh, there's no reason to be scared. You'll be fine." I hope they're right. Problem is, I'm the type of person that has to be prepared for things. And it really is not possible to get completely rid of this fear. As I've said many times, I'm not really all that scared of the surgery. I'm more scared of the recovery. And I think my attitude will completely change, a couple weeks from now. When I'm able to get up moving around and actually do things. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm not going to be doing anything for a while. It's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to heal. But my goal is that, see, the surgery is Tuesday. I will hopefully, well, I will probably be home by the weekend. Because insurance only wants to pay for 4 or 5 days. So that would put me into the weekend. Whether or not they keep me over the weekend and send me home on Monday, I don't know. I don't know how busy the hospital is. If they need the bed, they're going to push me to get out as quick as possible too. But my goal is that, well, I would say 2 weeks from tonight, which would be, I just can't think tonight. I have to look at a calendar. Second. The 9th. I'm going to set a goal for myself that the 9th, I'm going to be out on this deck recording a video. I'm probably going to record some other videos from hospital bed. But by the 9th, I want to record a video from this deck. And I want to walk out here without assistance. Alright, let me rephrase that. I'm going to walk out here without assistance from others. I have a strong feeling that I'm going to be using a cane or a walker for a little while. And that's in part because even though the growth will be gone, I've basically learned to walk with it for 8 years, 9 years. Probably closer to 10 or 12. That's when it actually started to grow. So I'm probably going to have to relearn to walk. So, and for my friends who see this video, I'd love to have you stop by and say hi. I'm going to be in this house trying to recover. I'd love to see some people. Well, I am going to go ahead and end this video. And shockingly, I think I pulled it off in one cut. It's not that I edit videos together. They're just always interrupted. I mean, yeah, Ripley barked, but she always barks. There was someone running down the street. She doesn't like joggers for some reason. But besides that, I think I pulled the video off. I'm sure the QR code is somewhere on the screen here. If you can, and I really hate asking. I really, really hate asking. If you can, give me a couple bucks that can help with some of the recovery. I will thank you from deep in my heart. Again, to those that have given already, you're amazing. Even the ones that have given in the last few days. I just almost said their names, but I think they all may have all gone anonymous in their donations. I thank you very much. You put me at ease about some of the costs. I also got to think, I had reached out to a bunch of people that I know on the internet. Some of them are fairly famous people. And I felt bad, really, really bad, asking them to share the GoFundMe. And I knew that most of them would have the policy that they don't share GoFundMes, because if they share it for one, others are going to ask them to share it, and it just becomes constant. However, one of them, he didn't share it, but he added me to a list that he distributes of people to follow related to computer security and forensics, which is the field I'm trained in. So my post showed up going out to that list. And I was surprised at the number of people who have shared the post. And people who have shared other people share the post. And the number of people who liked the posts about the GoFundMe. We're in the hundreds of people. No donations from it. Not a dime. But it actually still feels really good. And I think I really needed that right now. So, Jason, I don't think you know how much you helped me, but you really did by not actually helping me. Well, again, I'm going to end the video. Thank you for watching. Again, if you can donate, please do. If you can't, I understand. If you could please share a link to the GoFundMe or share one of the videos, please do. Bye.